we're picking up this part 2 with this problem. Somebody walked in and I had to stop you. Okay, so here we had 4.788 grams of substance. I know that under analysis we found that there was a certain amount of copper, there was a certain amount of sulfur, the remainder had to be the oxygen. So how much water is in this hydrate? Well, the water is the difference between the 7.49 grams of solid and the 4.788 grams of compound left over. So the water was 7.49 minus 4.788, because we've already accounted for all of that. We've already accounted for that 4.788. So let's see how much that is. 7.49 minus 4.788. 2.702. Okay, so that is going to be the mass of water. Okay, so we've got part of what we need for our empirical formula and for our hydrated compound. We've got the masses. So we do percent to mass, so now we have the masses. So for copper, I have 1.906 grams of copper. Okay, for sulfur, I have 0.96198 grams of sulfur. Oxygen, I had 1.92, yeah, we can go to 002, doesn't really matter, grams of oxygen. And then for the water, we have 2.702, let me give a little bit more space. 2.702 grams of water. So we got percent to mass. Now we need to go mass to mole. So I'm going to divide this by the molar mass of copper, which is 63.546 grams. 1.906 divided by 63.546. 0.202999. Did I do that right? Yep. 0.02999. Okay, this one here, sulfur, I'm going to divide by the molar mass of sulfur, 32.066 grams. Now these are masses on your periodic table. Be checking your periodic table. Check my math. Always check my math. 0.96198 divided by 32.066. 0.03. Here we go. 0.03. Ooh, awfully close. Okay, for oxygen, I need to divide this by 15.999. That's the molar mass of oxygen. 1.92002 divided by 15.999. 1.2. Or I'm sorry, I read it wrong. 0.1200. 0.1200. Oh, and I'm not putting the word mole or the abbreviation for mole. My fault. Let me do that. Okay, last part, I'm going to do the water, the hydrated part, 2.702. And what are we going to divide it by? The molar mass of water, 0.015 grams. .1499. 0.1499 moles. Okay, we did percent to mass. Mass to moles, divide by smallest. Well, it's a toss-up here. So we'll divide all of these by the smallest mole amount. I'll just show you. 0.03 divided by 0.02999. Yeah, it's 1. Just wanted to make that clear. Divide this by 0.02999. I'm determined to call that 1.2. 0.1200 divided by 0.0299. Actually, should have been one more 9, but it's a 4. Okay, it's safe. That's a 4. And then this water, I'm going to divide it by 0.02999. And that is, what do you say? Can you go 5 with that? I can go 5 with that. We can call that 5. Okay, these are the subscripts for my empirical formula. That is the N value, or the number of moles of water that we have for this compound. So this is Cu, copper, with a subscript of 1, sulfur with a subscript of 1, oxygen with a subscript of 4. What does that look like? Yep, sure does look like copper 2 sulfate. Put a big dot there, indicating that what comes next is the hydrate. 5 is my N value, H2O. So what is this? This is copper, hope I have enough room, copper 2 sulfate. If you did not know that was copper 2 sulfate from looking at that, go back and review your rules, or go ask a teacher. Copper 2 sulfate, what's the prefix for 5? Penta, like pentagon. Pentahydrate. Copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. Okay, that's a big fat hairy mess. So go back and review it if you need to. Sorry it had to be cut into 2, but I kind of got interrupted in the middle. So good luck, and let us know if you need help.